Hello, welcome back. We cast some spells as usual. We did not find any sights, unfortunately. Also, last turn I said I was going to summon some crushes. I cast Iron Walls instead. So this is the Throne of Knowledge that Lilithwars is sieging. I didn't think you could cast this while you were being sieged, but apparently you can, so we have a bunch more wall defense now instead. Yeah. Next up, I did some enchanted small fire attacks on that little army, but there was only one commander there. So the adventurer gets killed pretty easily by a Farley, and then the other two don't find anything, so that's good. We stranded some Minotaurs. I then also sent a bunch of units at Ragdan. I forgot that these are independents. In my head I was like, oh yeah, these will attack with my god that was teleporting. I forgot that that's not how it works. They're independent attacks. So these guys go first. Don't really do much. Hard to tell if it trigger gems or not, because I'm not sure what spells are gems and which aren't. But we do see some big evocations, it looks like. Blade Shower? They're not gems. That big one, I'm not sure what that is. Might be Niffle Flames or something. Yeah. But they didn't do much. They did kill one water elemental, so that's something. And then next my god teleported in. So I don't usually do weird stuff like this, but wait, it's so interesting to me how quickly this guy casts spells. Because I guess innate spellcaster makes them cast like, what? How'd you get that thing up? Is it Trolls Sea? So it's not even the end of like, it's not even round 1 yet. Like the sort of first round of battle is still in progress and he's already cast it. I don't really get how that works exactly. It's like his first spell just casts instantly. That's pretty cool, I guess, though. So we kill a bunch of Ictiids, and the goal here is just to trigger some spells and kill some Communion Slaves. So there's the first cast of Mass Metal Burn. Actually, I'll keep the bat round thing up. Now it's round 1, and there goes the other one. Round 2. I understand that he casts, like... So, Mass Metal Burn has a cast time of 350, but he just casts it as if it's 100%, which is cool. It just feels like the first one goes off way too quick. Maybe not though, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Then he does time stop, and then... I think he Astral Shields himself, does some Starfighters, and then he casts the Arcane Bolts. I really hate that I had to learn the evocations. Because he should just be casting, like, Soul Slays now, just to kill the commanders, but no. Not casting spells at the water elementals. Oh well. And these guys walk forwards, and then Frozen Rain hits us for 3 damage, and we go back to our fortress. That worked well. We killed 12 Ictiids and a Marrow, so 13 mages down. They're not very expensive, but they are Communion Slaves, so that just kills his Communion, I suppose. That's pretty good. It seemed relatively safe as well. I guess you could change the script so that one of the Reavers just casts that Frozen Rain spell instantly on turn 1 to just send me back right away, but I don't know, it seemed pretty good. We could keep doing that, I think. Keep teleporting my Oracle into him, I don't know. It's cool anyway. A bunch of battles then. So, battle first in Erebon, we were just kind of like throwing little raiders at Zoko, and he pulled a bunch of stuff back to defend against it, which is good. Because it gives me a bit more time to breathe on my Throne of Summer. There was also Nation as well when my mercenaries were pulled back 63 Minotaurs to stop that one. So we lost those 2 little raiders, but that's okay. Gave us a bit of space. We also got attacked in Ogwoods, unfortunately. This is my little fortress that we've been emptying out, but we've been emptying it out, so it's not too bad. That's this one. There's not much left here at the moment. But we're probably going to lose it pretty quickly, because, yeah, cracked open already. We also moved an army onto Icea's fort next to our Throne of Gaia. Just PD here. It is fun watching everything just get paralyzed to death, though. So there we go. Oh, that's cool as well. We turned one of those guys into a soulless using the Suffocate spell. That belongs to me, I assume. Yeah. So that's under siege. And we also took the final little water province from some Kraken, so that's also nice. Events then. Fertility Cult in Morn Woods. Bunch of pearls from my global. We gained a Shadow Seer in Mark. Some income, and then some gems. And lost some population. Shadow Seer. This guy. He's cool. Another S3 mage. Ethereal and stealthy. Not bad. Some independent battles there, nothing too interesting. We got attacked by some Vine Men. And that's pretty much it. Urvakel we drowned. He did not get any bonus death, unfortunately. Okay, so that's the turn. I'll start down here. So yeah, these decks they're over here. They're away from my throne, which is good. We still don't have much to actually defend this throne yet. But I'm going to try and start moving stuff into this throne while we can. I might start recruiting stuff out of here and just sending it through the water into the fort. Seems like an actually more direct route than trying to get across the river. Although I suppose if you give someone a chalice, can they cross rivers? Maybe it's the same thing. Either way, I'm going to try and get as much stuff into this fort as I can before Zoko moves towards it. We do have our little assassin guy, who's now moving to Toledo. So, if we get little armies coming through here, maybe I'll try and assassinate them as they go through Toledo. Should be fine. And I'm putting up my last temple in Antediluvian. And then we just need to get one down in Green Sea, and we've got all our water provinces templed, which is nice. What's our Dominion now? 13. We have very strong Dominion, as you can see. We're really starting to squeeze people. This is quite funny. Yeah, it's a shame there's no like big Dominion globals like the Forests one or something. But yeah, that's all that's happening over here. Putting together some stuff in Ukraine to get down there as well. It's mostly just trying to defend this as best I can before Zoko comes back. Seems like they're fielding some pretty big stacks everywhere. Up here we've moved on to Caverns of Gnek. It'd be really nice to take this. I'm going to just storm it immediately. I don't think we'll lose to anything. The question is just how difficult is the fight going to be, because there is a lot of stuff in this fort. I just can't really see what's in it exactly. Definitely lots of chariots. I'm a bit worried about actually getting in the gate. Especially since you can spam a webbing spell that life drains everyone. But the army still looks like this. Lots of units in the front, and lots of basic spells. We've got a couple of buffs going up, but it's mostly just S2 guys just spamming some little spells in a communion, and hoping for the best. If this goes really, really well, it's nice. It frees us up to do stuff in this region. If it goes poorly, well, hopefully we still take the fort. Because it's just nice to take pressure off us, because this is our throne, and it's annoying that there's like a big stack just constantly building up here. So if we can take this fort, it gives us another fort we can recruit stuff out of to fill my throne up with. And it also makes this feel a bit safer as well. It's fine either way. The real disaster would be if we storm this and we just lose everything. But I don't see how that's going to happen. We seem like so completely like... We got 529 units and like 50 mages or something. You'd have to do something pretty crazy to wipe me, I think. But we'll see how it goes, and then depending how well it goes, we'll determine like what we can do afterwards. Over here, still just ramming stuff into Lost Lands. We're probably going to lose Org Woods, is unfortunate. I'm going to move everything out of Lost Lands, just like a army, just to look intimidating on the map. I just want to scare him from progressing any further towards us, and maybe we can take the fort back if we lose it, I don't know. Mostly just don't want to lose temples. Cataclysm is now 9 months away. I'd really like to put up that global that summons This one just gives you Ether Warriors, because these guys would all have Moonblades, wouldn't they? Which would be really useful for defending thrones against horrors. Especially since this isn't a JBBM game, so the horrors are pretty weak in vanilla. We've got a bunch of Ether Warriors patrolling all of our thrones, so they'd probably help out quite a bit. So it would be nice to get that up, but I don't know, I just use so many pearls all the time. We never actually build up a stockpile of them. That would be nice though. Over here, we're still getting sieged by a Cloveld. I don't understand why. This must be one hell of a Cloveld. I'm gonna send a scout to like see what exactly he's geared like, because clearly he's confident that we can't break siege into this guy. So let's see what he is actually geared with. So I'll send Invictus to attack him and see what's happening over there. And this stack, yeah, I'm gonna walk into it with our units. We kill most of the communion slaves, which is nice. I'm going to hit this province with a bunch of more enchanted small fire attacks. I'm going to hit this province with a bunch more independent things like ox heads and such. It didn't really do much this time, but I don't know. I'll just keep doing it anyway. maybe it'll do something this time. And then I'm also going to teleport my god again. This time though, he's just going to cast Improved Soul Sundering. Mass Mental Burn is MR negates easily. So we didn't really have much luck killing big mages, but Improved Soul Sundering is only magic resistance negates, so we'll drop a bunch of these and see if we can kill some big mages this time. That would be quite nice. So lots of stuff moving into the stack in Ragdan. Depends if he sits there or not. If he moves, then my army is probably not going to do anything, but if he does sit there, I guess we'll have a fight, which would be nice. Maybe it's possible we kill a commander or two and it leaves behind a bunch of water rallies and we can kill those. I'm not sure. I think that's mostly it. We drowned Urvakel, didn't we? He didn't get any death. We're drowning at the other one this turn as well. If he gets a death bonus, he can go and live in the Throne of Death and yeah, summon some skeletons here to replace the ones moving out. I think that's fine. What else is happening? Doing some site searching, storming the castle, sending ox heads, Voice of Tiamat, teleporting into Ragdan, there's the enchanted small fire attacks. Also sending some Potropate gargoyles and some clockwork horrors and lamias. And is that everything? Building a temple. Yeah, that's everything. So fingers crossed this goes well. Fingers crossed we kill some mages here. And a bit unfortunate about this area. And hopefully we can get this throne defended before Zoko attacks it. But that's turn 90, wow. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. I got some evocation research done. I'm not sure if there's anything in here we're really going to use. I have scripted some of our air mages to do our own improved Fountains of Lightning though. We only have A2 mages. I guess they could communion, but as it is, I've just got them spending 2 air gems to cast it. That's probably going to blow up their fatigue, but I'll show off that script in a minute though. There's nothing else too crazy here. I don't think we'll cast much. There is a big S6 Gifts of Heaven that casts 12 meteors. If we really want to drop that in a communion, I don't know, but maybe. Might be cool. Would definitely be funny. Anyway, not much research left to do. Found one site was a Witch's Bog. Unfortunately, it's in Dampdale, which we just lost this turn. We did some enchanted small fire attacks on Zoko, not very effective. Unfortunately, Zoko just has a bunch of water elementals guarding his commanders. Oh, in this case we hit a Cyclops as well, which is obviously not going to be very effective, but yeah, the other mages also have, even the Nyctid can't be killed because he has water lilies guarding him, unfortunately. So, did kill a Clockwork Soldier though, so that's something. Not a great target for that assassination spell, unfortunately. So many water lily bodyguards. Report from Kamatan. A storm of fireballs, 130 units were killed. Pretty bad. Didn't kill any of our mages though. Did kill a Mound King. I guess the Mound King doesn't have fire resist ring. Yeah, it's kind of rough that we're losing so many units to that spell. Not sure what to do though. Drowned another Troll Shaman, had 2 battles in Ragdan. First up was the ritual stuff, killed 1 Water Rally again. This is probably useless. I should probably stop doing it. Next up I teleported my god. I was hoping we could pick up some mages with this. So Mass Metal Burn first, and then he just spams Improved Soul Sundering. Unfortunately the Cyclopes are what draw the Soul Sunderings. And none of these are effective. So I was hoping if it hit the mages it would like roll against lots of mages. But since it's prioritizing hitting the Cyclopes, it mostly just hits the Cyclops and then some Water Rallies, and the Water Rallies are immune. So we don't really kill anything in this battle, it's just my god sitting over here spamming spells that do nothing. Which is a shame. And then he does this. And then he gets hit and goes home. So, not as effective. We killed 1 Marrow, which is something I guess. But I was hoping we'd kill some big mages. No luck. Oh well. Next up, a couple of random battles. So we threw my scout into the Lilithor's Clovelder that's sieging us. Turns out there's a lot more than just a Clovelder. There's a lot of Orb Lightnings. It's an absurd amount of Orb Lightnings. So these guys are all carrying... I don't know if I can find one. Yeah, they're all carrying Cauldrons of the Elven Halls to hide the army size. Which is quite amusing. Yeah, lots of them. So this is not that many units, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. It's a big line of them. But that's a lot of mages. I guess maybe we'll be okay because we've got all those storm spools now. Which is something. But this is what's sieging the Throne of Knowledge currently. So that's awful. So 54 Clove Neophytes, 16 Clothed Soothsayers, 69 Devouring Paragons, 95 Clockwork Horrors. More mindless units, interesting. I don't know, I guess we'll see how we fare against the army when we actually get to it. For now it's just sieging us slowly. Battle in Ragdan, we moved to a big army there, there's nothing left though. Zuka moved out of it. Saw Lilithors, attacking some independents. I got attacked in Dampdale, which is over here. So this is where the stack here moved. Maybe it's going for this throne. I know that he saw this fight this turn, because he posted about it in the Discord. So he might think this is unguarded now, I suppose. So this is still free to build up force, which is good, I suppose. Battle at the Fortress and the Caverns of Gnek is the next thing. So I thought we'd crush this pretty easily. There's a few interesting things here though. His god is in this fight, which I did not expect. His god is a demi-lich, so it's kind of hard to find. There he is. Screeching cicadas or a car. This is a N7 D5 S4 demi-lich. With a lot of gems. And there's a lot of spellcasters in this battle as well. Enchantress, Rotting Binders. We have a big army, but yeah. We do a bunch of paralysis on first few turns. Foul Vapors goes up next. This is a bit unfortunate. Our undead guys are resistant to poison. Some of our mages back here aren't, though. The Black Rose Sorceresses and things like that. We've got a few Black Rose Sorceresses. A few Woodhenge Druids. So they're the only things that's really vulnerable to poison. But the other things is my Tramplers. These guys don't have any poison resist either. Which is a shame. His Lich then also casts Time Stop. He's mostly summoning Night Stalking Goats. So, that's not too bad. We've all been webbed. Kind of a strange fight. Turbo forwards a little bit. So we lose the trample war in the front. I think our tramplers are dying to poison. And then we're just having our units trampled. But we do have an awful lot of mages that are just slowly kind of blowing things up. Lots of stuff getting paralyzed, petrified. And then Soul Slide. So some of our troops are routing. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Not sure why it's so difficult. I think it's just like everyone is just constantly webbed and then sitting in poison, but my halberdiers at least are resistant to poison. I have no idea what is really happening in this battle, but it feels like we've changed the tide here. Then we get in. I think we won this by virtue of just having so many units. I think having a huge line of halberdiers really helped us. But yeah, I don't know what exactly was happening in that battle. But we lost quite a bit of stuff. We lost a few mages, a couple of big mages, 234 halberdiers. Wow, and all of our trampling guys, unfortunately. But we took the fort and we killed his god as well, which is quite interesting. And there's a lot of mages here. There's more mages here than I was expecting. I knew there was a lot of trampling guys, but we killed 94 things, lost 287 things, but mostly the halberdiers, yeah. I don't think this battle was too bad. We mostly lost communion slaves is the thing. 9 communion slaves, 2 black rose sorceresses, a bone reader, 2 middle mages, and a woodhenge druid. It's actually not that bad. It's mostly just we lost a ton of halberdiers. So, all in all, it's fine. It just guts the infantry force we have. And we killed his god. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. It's just, the fight was more difficult than I expected it to be. We got the fortress at least. It does neutralize all of Icea's force here though, so this throne is not really under threat anymore, except from this now. So that's the new thing we have to worry about. We can get a temple down in this fort as well, and it's a new fort that can recruit stuff to fill up this fort. So, it would have been nice if I had a bit more momentum here now, but that's a fine result, I think. We also lost our Ogwoods fortress as well. We managed to mine burn 4 Ictiids and a mirror before we died, but not quite as interesting as a battle to watch. Yeah, this is just war trolleys, so our mage was able to just focus fire on their mages. But the problem is we only had 1 mage. So he kind of just is just constantly casting Mind Blast on their mages. He gets a few, but yeah, we lose it in the end. There's Ogwoods. Yeah, 5 kills for him. Pretty good. Events then. We got lost some population, pearls from our global, dominion, unrest, bunch of gems, some pearls, some gems, blood slave, and enchantment rituals are cheaper. Another white mage. Once again, no bonus death level, unfortunately. So that's too bad. Okay, simple movements this turn. I don't want to have my capital put under siege, because I don't know where the Ring of Returning takes you. Does it take you into your fort, or if your cap is under siege, will you be like outside the fort when you return? Not sure exactly, but I don't want to have my capital under siege, so this big stack is just going to move patrol back to my capital now. Yeah, we lost a lot of units, unfortunately, to the fireball thing. I don't really know how you deal with that, other than, I mean, we've got the fire resist rings on our mages, so they're fine. But yeah, losing like 150 units to just nothing is kind of rough. But we're move patrolling back onto my cap. It's got 65 PD at the moment. And my god is once again just teleporting into this stack, so I'll give it a shot again. He's going to do Improved Averted Fate first. Make him live a bit longer, and then just spam Soul Sunderings again. We'll just see if we get lucky this time. Be nice to clip a Cyclops, I suppose. Over here, I'm just ignoring the stack. We currently have 1084 wall integrity. We're fine for a little bit. It gives us some time to summon some more Angry Ether Lords, so I'm doing that this turn. So we'll summon some more of those guys to fill out our army. And then once we get stormed, I guess we hang out all of our storm spools that are currently in that other fort. We do have a couple of air mages. Is there just one? That would be kind of sad. 2, 3. We've got a couple of guys who can spam that 10% cast time resist spell as well, which is also good. So we'll see how we get on with that. Maybe if we just make everyone shock resistant, we've got a couple of big mages, I think we'll be okay when he storms eventually. Over here, I've scripted this army just to spam spells at this guy if he moves forwards, but other than that, they're just going to sit here and research. And I've got Rotten Tom casting Aura of Reanimation. This is a really interesting spell that it gives you a passive reanimation thing on you if there are corpses in the province. We'll do that and then we'll go back to summoning skeletons. I'm just going to mark this turn as unfinished and then I'll look at it offline because the turn's about to turn over. I don't want anything weird to happen. Alright, so Rotten Tom's going to do Aura of Reanimation on himself and then he'll go back to just summoning skeletons. Still just ramming stuff into this fort. Trying to fill up stuff in Boundlands now as well to... Gonna gradually move stuff from Aboibia through the water and over here. See if we can get this a bit better defended. And then the big thing I'm doing this turn is just defending against this stack in Dampdale. It's pretty scary, even though it's only small. It's 62 Sacreds and 62 Water Rallies, but then only 3 Commanders. So just to look at that again, it's kind of rough. He does Blessing on turn 1, which gives all these Sacreds fire and shock resist and regen. Fire resist, natural protection regen. Oh, right. Where does he get the shock resist from? Does he just naturally have that? Wow, they just naturally have 10 shock resistance? That's crazy. So that's a shame. But yeah, I'm going to defend with what I can. Basically just doing a big move patrol order with, we've got lots of units in the front. S1 guys are all communion slaves. S2 guys are going to either join a communion and do improved soul sundering, or they're going to be out of a communion doing soul slay. The Minotaur guys only have like 14 magic resistance at least, which is something. You've got Nature Mages doing relief, and another one doing howl. Got a Death Mage summoning a paralyzing Ziz. Why not? Seems pretty good. And then I've also got all my mages going over. One guy's gonna try and put up a storm. A lot of these spells are too hard to cast, but they've just got extra gems to try and cast them. So he's gonna do storm, and then a bunch of guys are gonna drop massive air elementals on the battlefield, which might be pretty good. I've also got a guy doing an improved Fountain of Lightning on turn 1 as well, before the Bless goes up. That's because I thought the Bless was giving him the shock res. Turns out the Minotaurs just have shock res, but at least this might hit some of the mages. In fact, if the Minotaurs naturally have shock res, this will target the mages most likely, or the Water Rallies, I suppose, which would be annoying. But either way, we'll drop 1 improved Fountain of Lightning, and then everyone else just summons Air Rallies. That's on a big move patrol order. Got 45 PD. We'll try and stop this army. I feel like I haven't actually beaten any of these Zoko armies yet. They're kind of hard to fight for me, I think. If they're just small and it's just Water Rallies, I can just try and soul slay the commanders, but when I can't do that, they're pretty hard to fight, man. But I think that's it for this turn. My Cyclops guy over here isn't summoning anything. I realized we're making like 31 Earth Gems a turn. We could try to just overwrite Mechanical Militia and take it for ourselves. Or Forge. I think taking Mechanical Militia would be good before the horrors start happening when the Cataclysm comes. So I'm going to try and do that with him. He could cast that one pretty easily. Yeah, he can cast Mechanical Militia and Forge. We could try and take them both gradually. We'll give it a shot, why not? Mechanical Militia would be pretty useful though for us. It's pretty useful to take it from him. We'll give that a shot eventually. Anyway, that was turn 91. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you next time.